Hey everybody, before we start this video, hit the like button, subscribe, turn on bell notifications. Hey everybody, Bodie X here. Now in today's video, we're reacting to some Llama Arts. I did a video on this earlier, but it didn't get uploaded because it got kind of bad, and I had, my mom, I had some problems of doing the video. My friends were here, so I had to do it. So now I can do it here. In my video, I was reacting to sleepover stories. I saw half of the stories, but didn't really get it because my friend was jumping on the bed, talking, and I couldn't hear the video. So I was reacting, so you guys were asking me to do some Llama Arts, so here we go into
This happened when I was 15 years old. My best friend Anthony wanted me to come over for the night.
Okay, the video is called Sleepover Stories Animated, but first says Anthony.
This happened when I was 15 years old.
I have a family-friendly channel, so, turn off the... Guys, I'm a bad YouTuber, so I can't, edit the sweets. So let's just say you didn't hear them, and if my mom was watching this video, then, maybe... Okay, let's just get into the video. I'll turn it down because usually these videos are kind of loud, so...
My best friend Anthony wanted me to come over for the night since his parents would be gone all weekend. I rode my bike over and put it in his backyard before letting myself in through his back door. We played basically every video game he had, from FIFA all the way to Call of Duty, with popcorn and other junk food spilled out all over the floor. As the night progressed, we moved from video games to watching half a movie and getting bored to doing prank calls at close to 10 o'clock. Anthony made a few calls to different pizza places. When it was my turn, I just dialed a few random numbers in hopes to get someone at their house. On, say, my fourth attempt, I finally reached somebody. A guy with a deep and rough voice picked up, answering with a yeah instead of a hello. Anthony's laughing in the background made me stumble with my words mid-sentence, ultimately cracking up into laughter. I had never done a prank call, so I sucked at it. The guy on the other end was silent. I regained a straight face and tried to continue with the call. It went something like this. Sir, would it be alright if I borrowed one of the wheels from your car? What's your name, kid? My name is Bob. Really? You sure it's not Anthony?
Okay, so he knows his name is Anthony, so that was the creepy part. But that's actually smart thinking. Someone in a dark voice. But you have to be scared. He's like, my name's Bob. Oh my gosh. So you're like, my name's Bob. That's a smart thinking. But then he realized, get your brain. He's like, are you sure not Anthony? Okay, so just do it while you're scared, okay? So he'll probably leave you alone.
It hit me like a brick. I looked up at Anthony, whose face was noticeably full of fear. I hung up the phone, not wanting to be on the line with whoever that was for another second. Anthony, who the hell was that? I asked him. I don't know, he told me.
Okay, so just think it didn't happen, but you guys were asking me so much to react, okay?
Does your caller ID info display your name or something? No, it shows my dad's name. We hopped on the computer and did some research, trying to figure out how it was...
Well, maybe your dad put your son's name on it. So he could be pranking you, the
possible
man.
To get someone's name through their phone number. It didn't make sense how he could get Anthony's name so quickly. He was way too young at the time to be on any of those personal information sharing websites. We ended up asking a question on Yahoo Answers, since no one had a similar experience. The question turned up no answers. I suggested he call his dad, but he said he wasn't supposed to have anybody over for the weekend, so he didn't want to call. We planned on sleeping in the living room, so we just resumed watching the movie that we hadn't finished from our...
You know, he could be also guessing. Or he's a friend pulling a prank on you and he knows your name and he recognizes your voice. Yeah, that could be it. So it's not so scary if you get used to it.
Right after the phone call had left my mind, me and Anthony looked at each other when we heard his front storm door opening, and then the doorknob to the front door began to turn.
Take a kitchen knife.
It only was able to turn about halfway before the lock restricted it. Anthony turned off the TV, and I went over to the window to see who it was. I spread the blinds open. There was a tall guy standing outside. He noticed the blinds moving and turned to look at me. I practically threw the blinds back into place. Me and Anthony hid in the kitchen, listening for any more noises. We heard the sound of the gate to the backyard opening, as it was right outside the kitchen window.
What if that was me and Keaton? I have black hair, so I'm Anthony. And I don't know who this guy is, but the friend is Keaton. And we would definitely take a knife.
God damn it, I said. I forgot to shut the back door.
Okay, just pretend that didn't happen.
Anthony urged me to run and shut it. I made it to the hallway leading to his back door and froze. There was a silhouette standing outside the back door. I don't think he noticed me, but he was surely looking into the house. He opened the door and stepped inside. I tiptoed to the kitchen and motioned for Anthony to follow me upstairs. We made it to his room as quietly as possible, pulling the door shut to avoid making any noise. We crawled under his bed. He had cloth covering the bottom of his bed, so you couldn't see anything under it unless you actually moved the cloth. The doors downstairs all opened, each one getting closer to the stairs. Thumps finally began up the stairs, and he was right outside the door now. The door to the room opened. I could hear Anthony's breathing. It was too loud. Footsteps moved over to the closet, and then the closet opened. I could hear the coat hangers being slid around as the fabric of the jackets and coats rubbed against each other. Footsteps moved over to the bed and stopped. I felt like my heart was about to explode out of my chest. Anthony's breathing was too loud. I had to cover his mouth with my hand. Nothing but silence in the room now. We laid still for so long, I almost thought he wasn't even in the room anymore. I moved my hand away from Anthony's mouth and whispered in his ear, "You think we can make a run for it?" He was about to answer when the most disturbing, memory-haunting scream I'd ever heard filled my ears as Anthony was seemingly dragged out from under the bed. I crawled out and saw him struggling with the man. I desperately looked around for anything to use as a weapon.
Oh my God!
I settled with the screwdriver sitting on his nightstand.
Take
I hurried
him.
over to the man and drove the screwdriver into his back. He let go of Anthony as he let out a scream of agony, giving us time to get the hell out of the house.
Oh well.
Running onto
Okay. Pretend that didn't happen. Like it ended.
the road would give away our position too easily. It would take too long to make it to his neighbor's house. We dove for the tree line in the woods and took cover behind a bush, watching the house.
I mean, that
The
would
back door
hurt.
opened as the man stepped outside, looking around the backyard. He then looked out to the woods. I felt his eyes pass me as he scanned through the tree line. It seemed that it was too dark for him to see us. Then, he turned his head back in our direction. I ducked behind the bush. "Joe, he's coming."
Oh,
What?
so his name is Joe.
"Dude, get up, we gotta run." He was right. The man was approaching us fast. How could he have seen us? We ran through the woods with the leaves crunching under us, giving away our position. When Anthony tripped over something, I crouched down with him, hoping we had run far enough. Not even 20 seconds later, oncoming footsteps from the direction we were running from came fast.
Get on the
They slowed
path.
down only two
Go
trees
through
away
the
from us
lights.
as we lay face down in the leaves. Moments later, the footsteps take off in another direction. We waited until we could no longer hear them and took off back in the direction of the house. While running, over the sound of leaves crushing and my heavy breathing, I could swear I heard leaves crushing from behind us. We made it back to his backyard, into his house, and this time remembering to shut the back door. We were now able to call the police. Anthony stayed on the line with them, while I patrolled the back windows, making sure nobody was out there. It was so
Good
dark,
plan.
though, I couldn't see anything. So I did something that seems stupid today. I turned on his backyard lights, and immediately in the distance, over by the woods, I saw him, standing in front of a big tree.
That
He
would,
turned off back into the
like,
woods and
you
disappeared
know,
out of sight.
like,
That was
I'm
the
not
last-
so scared of murders unless they have a gun. Like, I don't know how I'd act then. But if he's like 6 feet away, I would like run as fast as I can, kick him. You know, I would actually be surprised to see someone dressed up in a clown with a knife chase us. You know, they don't get access
Me or
to it,
Anthony
so-
ever saw him. I would be lying if I told you we heard the occasional knocks at our windows or something cliche. No, that was it. 5 years have passed and nothing has happened. Do I wonder if it was somehow linked to the prank call? Maybe. Does it make sense? Not really.
It's
But yeah,
weird that it's called
This was the
sleepover
story of how
stories.
me and my still best friend Anthony almost died during a break-in.
Okay, so that was that video. Which one should we do next? We can only do 2 on a channel because it's already past 11 minutes, so... I know this one is a short one. But I've already seen it. I kind of want to... Snapchat horror stories. Let's do this one. 2 minutes. Okay.
This is a short but terrifying story of something that happened when I was Snapchatting a friend. I'm pretty young. I'm only 13, still in middle school. A
You're
girl I
riding
really
a
liked had just
tricycle?
recently started snapping me selfie pictures, and we started messaging each other for a few nights. One night when I was watching TV, she sent me a snap of herself laying in her bed without a caption. I sent a message saying, "What's up?" She sent another identical picture, this time with a caption saying, "Not much, you?" She set the timer to 10 seconds, so it gave me plenty of time to analyze the picture, including her bedroom in the background, and the dark outline of a person standing by her window. I quickly sent a response message, saying, "Is that your brother by the window?" She sent another identical snap, this time captioned, "What do you mean?" In this picture, the figure at the window was closer, and I could see a hand pressed up against the glass. I closed the snap before the timer even ran out so I could tell her quicker. I said, "There's somebody at your window, turn around." She opened my snap almost immediately, and then I didn't hear from her again on the app. I grew more and more worried as the minutes passed. I texted her a few times to no avail. I tried calling her a few times to no avail as well. I didn't know her house phone number,
Guys,
otherwise I would have called her
Like,
parents.
sometimes I gotta pause the video, check the room, to see if everything is okay, because... You know, it's getting creepy, even though it's morning
It
right
wasn't
now.
until midnight when I was already laying in bed that she finally texted me back. She explained the whole situation. As soon as she looked at her window and saw the person standing there, she screamed. And that caused the person, who turned out to be a 20-something-year-old man, to open the window and jump into the room. From there, she ran to her parents' room and woke her dad, who went to her room to find nothing but an open window. It wasn't exactly a personal story of mine.
I hate when you saw like a creepy monster like chasing after you, or like a murderer running like a knife. So quicker than you, jumps on your bed, you ask your mom and they're not there. And they don't believe you. Look at the clues.
But it freaks me out nonetheless, knowing that the only thing that saved my friend from whatever could have happened was the fact that I was able to see the window through her selfies, unbeknownst to the creeper at her window.
Well, you kind of saved a girl, but on online things. So guys, that's gonna be the end of this video. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. If you do want more of these Llama Arts video, if you do want more of these videos, go down to comments and do more Llama Arts, and I'll definitely do more of these. It was pretty cool at the first thing, except for, kind of, the edits I wish I could edit. But, the second one, not too bad. I, did a little check. It's kind of scary, so if you guys want more of this, just comment down below. See you in the next one, guys. Bye.